And we are live. We're live for 2 months. 2 months going. No crashes. Well, a few crashes, but minor crashes. No big crashes. 60 days. What do you know about that? I didn't think I'd be getting this far. But here we are. Here we are, 2 months. 2 months. Let's make it to a year. Let's make it to 365.
Easy.
I think I've got the audio levels just about where I want them from the last few days. Yeah, the audio levels are good. Good for now. Good until I have a better PC and can run OBS and all that. Run streaming through my laptop, so I don't have. I've been having all this like audio clipping issues. And I think it's a problem with the Xbox, but maybe not. Maybe if I stream on my computer, I'll get the same thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad internet connection. But thankfully, it doesn't affect my voice. It only affects the game audio. So maybe I will turn the game audio down a little bit. Yeah, I will. Okay, so I guess we'll get into it. For 2 months, I wanted to do a track day, and I wanted to go a little faster today. I've been on a new sort of schedule where I've done 10 slow days for every single fast day. I think that's a pretty good ratio for improvement. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing a faster day today. Okay. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I know. That'd be cool. Later this week, from the 15th to the 17th, specifically the 17th, there is an FIM EWC race going on at Circuit Paul Ricard, an endurance motorcycle race. Maybe it'd be cool to do the stream there. Although I do want to practice at Circuit Zolder because that's where the first race is, here at Circuit Zolder. Although, if I'm not totally mistaken, you pick one of these three. You can't do all three of them. One of these three events. And so I may be able to do the Atlantic Road and not have to practice so much at Circuit Zolder yet. But there are a number of Circuit Zolder ones here too. It'd be useful to know all the tracks, I think. But I think I'll go with this Circuit Paul Ricard. Let's see our other options. Fuji. There was a automobile endurance race there the other week or two ago. Monsanto. Temporary street track. Mm, it's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ridden on that one before. Built on parklands, the circuit was considered difficult to ride because it crossed so many different types of surfaces, including tram lines at one point. Wow, that's interesting. Nürburgring GP. Silverstone. Suzuka. Suzuka's a classic. Same with Laguna. Yeah, I'll do this one today. I'll do Paul Ricard. And it's getting pretty dark out there outside right now. I'll say it's sunset. You can't do night here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, I gotta add my little rules list here. Rule 1. If I drop the bike under 15 miles an hour, I end the stream. Rule number 2. I crash badly, I quit Twitch completely. Let's hope I don't do that today, as I hope every single day I do this. Rule number 3. If it's in between 15 miles an hour and a bad crash, if it's just like a minor crash, but not too minor, I take a little bit of time off. I take, whatever amount of time off it would take to re-heal from such a crash and to repair the bike. And I donate some money to charity, so I'm putting it on the line here. I don't know which charity yet. I will decide when and or if such a crash warrants such a donation. If you have any charity suggestions, please either put them here in the chat on Twitch or in the comments if you're watching on YouTube. Any interesting charity that you like, that you're interested in, please open my eyes to it. I don't know about many charities. I haven't done very much research on charities. Okay. All right, I think I'm about ready here. I'll be taking a break about an hour through to do a little workout. And since I don't have a PC that is capable of editing these streams, if you're watching on YouTube, then I will throw a little chapter thing in the middle of the video so you can skip right to when I come back. But I'll be working on it for 10 or 15 minutes or something. Just a little thing. Okay. I think we're ready, though. I think we are ready. Tuning. I just finished that book that I was talking about over the last few streams, called The Upper Half of the Motorcycle by Bernd Spiegel. And it was very good. Very, very, very good. I highly recommend it to anyone interested in either psychology or motorcycling or both. I think it was a very interesting psychology book alone if you're only interested in psychology. There was some very interesting things that he discussed there that I hadn't encountered while I was a psychology major. And it was a very interesting motorcycling book as well. But I just started a new book called Sport Bike Suspension Tuning, How to Improve Your Motorcycle's Handling and Performance by Andrew Trevitt. And I intend to finish that very soon so that I can start tuning all this suspension stuff, all this rebound, compression, spring hardness, spring preload. I think that'll make these streams a good bit safer and a good bit more fun, because I've heard if you have a well-tuned suspension, the bike just, it steers for you, and I want to experience that. Although I can get these snippets right here. I had not noticed that before. Adjust the rebound and compression to provide better suspension performance. If the rebound is too high, the motorbike can't cope with unevenness of the asphalt. And can be jittery when cornering. If the value is too low, the motorbike copes with the unevenness, but is much more unstable. So that'd be the rebound. So if it's low, it takes longer to rebound, and if it's high, it rebounds very quickly. So if it's too high, it can't cope with the unevenness of the asphalt. I don't know why that would be. And can be jittery when cornering, probably because... Is this different for the shock absorber in the fork? No, it's not. So I'm just thinking about the shock absorber in the back right now. If it's jittery, if it's high, it's trying to kick back underneath you too quickly, almost. And it has a tendency to want to be stiff, as if there was no suspension. Huh. If the compression is too low, the suspensions can't absorb the road's unevenness because they're getting bottomed out too frequently, I would guess, which decreases the motorbike's grip, as you would think. If the compression is too high, if the compression is too high, if there's, does that mean, is that referring to like the resistance of springing? The motorbike has good traction but is more unstable when cornering. Yeah, this is just like a fucking mystery to me. Increasing hardness makes the motorbike more responsive but less stable. That makes sense. Kind of. While softer springs make the motorbike more stable but less responsive. Is responsive just referring to like the sensitivity that you get like on the handlebars when you're feeling like the vibrations, not the vibrations, like the small changes in the road and stuff like that? Spring preload. Adjust the spring preload front and rear to change the height of the motorbike. Increase it if you want a quick motorbike when cornering, but with less grip. Increase the preload if you want a quick motorbike when cornering, but less grip. Decrease it if you want more grip, but a lower turn speed. Oh. That I kind of understand. The rest of it, though, spring hardness, compression, and rebound, I don't know what they're talking about with all that. Like, what specifically is being changed in the shock absorber and in the forks that is doing that? With rebound and compression, is it changing something with how the oil in the fork is displaced? Like, how can you have a higher rebound without changing the compression at all? And how do neither of those have to do with the hardness of the spring? I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue. I should watch some. I should watch some YouTube videos on that. I think. I think when I'm reading through this newer book, I will take a few hours one day and just do a deep dive and try to figure out what the hell they're talking about with all this, because it makes zero sense to me. Gear ratios, I'm not even gonna try to go into that right now. Anti-wheelie, I could bump anti-wheelie down a little bit. Traction control, definitely not. Electronic brake. Tire pressures, I don't know anything about tire pressures either. Keep it in the middle. Keep it in the middle. Okay. Are we all good on that? Fuel management? Yep. Tires. Both have the Pirellis. Super Corsa SP. Would I rather have the Superbike SC2? The new SC2 compound offers better grip, especially at full lean and going through corners, as well as improving coming out of the turn. I don't have that equipped right now. Diablo Supercorsa is a high-quality tire. The high-performance intermediate compound designed for the rear tire is a solution that offers a quick warm-up and constant grip. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better for me, I would say. I got the Metzeler for rain. Yeah, let's get started. Don't have any music on right now. I might change that after a few laps, but I'll keep it just pure sound for now. Okay, here we go. New track, new track. Let's be nice and careful with these warm-up laps. Now, about a week ago, I think on day 53 or something, my session ended early because I was going over one of these rumble strips that you see on the side of the road here, and I was at Circuit Solder. I went over the rumble strip wrong, and there was like a weird change in elevation with it, and my bike slipped out from under me. I was only going 30 miles or so, 30 miles an hour, and it was a low side, so I didn't think it would cause that much damage, and so I just ended the stream early. I didn't bother taking time off, but I know that is stretching the rules a little bit from what I literally just said, but you know, can you blame me? And yeah, so I gotta be careful about those rumble strips on any new course. I think for these warm-up laps, I'm going to just go over the rumble strips and sort of get a feel for them. See how bumpy they are, see how well they can be ridden over, see if they'd be dangerous at a certain lean angle or something. Wow, this is a long straight. to the right here. It's a weird corner. I think I saw a lap of Nicolo Canepa doing this POV earlier today. Ooh. That's a big corner. This is an interesting little track. I think I need to be careful around this thing for a while. Alright, let's test out some of these rumble strips. See what we're getting on them. They are bumpy. They are very, very bumpy. I think it's going to be best to avoid them. Will probably be best to avoid. Yeah, it's bumpy. Ooh. They do jostle you around a little bit. They do jostle you. Damn, that is a long straightaway. Very long. In those last pages of that upper half of the motorcycle book, it was just emphasizing over and over the utility of looking far ahead down the track or down the road. And so I'm really going to be focusing on that for a while. Just looking far, far ahead. I don't know, I'm not going to picture myself riding in front of me like I have been the last couple days that I've been doing this. Wow. That seemed to be a little bit too complicated for what I want to be doing right now. Taking a little bit too much mental energy trying to picture a motorcycle in front of me. I'll start doing that once I have a better understanding of what motorcycles in front of me are actually supposed to look like. Once I start racing the AI or something. Yeah, these rumble strips are dangerous. Dangerous. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna see if I can push that out of the way. I don't want that fucking me up. I don't know if it's going to. I did hear a little clang, so I did push it. Let's try it again. Good. Almost. We're almost off the track here. We'll go slow. Slow, push it slow, nice and slow. This will help. Look at this game. Such a cool game. Oh, come on. It's not doing anything. Slow push. Slow, slow, slow. Look at how weighty the rear tire is. So cool. You do not get that in MotoGP. Or Ride, any of those milestone games. You know, with Raceward Studio, the rear just is so weighty. It's awesome. Just lags behind you. Alright, we're almost done here. Just want to make sure this won't be a problem when I start actually going. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't know if that'll just unload after a little bit, but better safe than sorry. Alright, let's get back to it. And I'm gonna try something. For the first number of streams that I did, I was using a thumbstick extension on my right thumbstick that controls my throttle and my steering, so I could have a little more sensitivity. But it was making my thumb very sore for some reason. But I'm gonna try it again. Let's see what happens. It feels very different. Turning feels very, very different. But the throttle does feel better. Turning while going fast like that felt a little better. Let's see what it's like in these twisties. Ooh, yeah, that does feel different. Let's go slow. Let's take it easy. Try to stay on the road. Stay off the rumble strips. I should probably keep in mind my tires cooled down while I was pushing that little pylon off the track. So I might have some cold tires right now. I'm not totally sure. I don't have quite the best feeling for them yet. Mostly because I started the game with tire warmers, so that might have been a little bit of a mistake. I don't know what cold tires feel like. I don't know if I like this thumbstick extension. I may switch back to a regular one. sharp turn there, very sharp. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm switching back. It did feel a little slippery though, so I'm gonna wipe it down. Japanese flags, Canadian flag, Italian flag. We're in France. You can tell because the track is literally colored like their flag. France. What a straight. That's an awesome straight. I love that. You don't put long enough straights in tracks anymore. I have something like the Nürburgring. Just a mile long straightaway. Why not? Careful, careful. Yeah, this feels better. Feels better on my thumb. Careful. Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid these rumble strips. And if I can't, if I hit one, I think I'm just gonna stand my bike up and take the loss in time real quick. Not gonna risk it. Not gonna risk it. I think rumble strips are something you very slowly practice. Practice riding over. As you get better at track riding. Let's continue looking far ahead though. I don't know if I can make those two goals commensurate, but we'll see. We'll see if I drop the bike in a slow corner, I'll end the stream. I'll just try to be careful. I love this. I love it. Top speed at top gear. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Loving it too much right there. Loving it a little bit too much. That was almost terrible. Almost, that was almost my channel right there. That was almost my channel. Let's not do that ever again, please and thank you. Don't get obsessed with looking at your speedometer. It's not the most productive thing to be doing. Look instead where you want to go. Look at the road. Look at the road. Wow. That's a tight turn. Man, I do. I'm going way too fast. I do not want to lose my Twitch channel. Gosh damn. I gotta be more freaking careful, man. I've been loving. I've done a couple streams in Starfield lately. I've been doing a research. It's my own weird thing. I'm doing a research project for a video that I want to make like 5 years down the line or something. I want to put a lot of time into this and really understand the topic. Um, but I'm doing a research project. I want to understand how the U.S. Constitution was written, and I don't just mean like what all the founding fathers were sort of talking about. I'm gonna keep myself to fifth gear here. What all the founding fathers were talking about, like at the time. I want to understand like the context of Europe at that point and of the Americas and stuff like that. I just want to have a feeling for that whole era and the whole everything like associated with it. And I decided to start this sort of weird, unique Starfield stream where I just sort of role play a researcher, right? And so what I'll be doing is I'll be listening to audiobooks if they're available, and I'll just be walking around in Starfield on stream. And if I'm not listening to an audiobook, then I'll be sitting at a table in Starfield while on stream, just reading a book in real life. And I'm very, very, very excited for that whole thing. I want to bounce ideas off of people in the chat if anyone cares enough to chat. And I want to take their ideas and talk with them, have dialogues, and come to a very interesting sort of understanding about the whole thing. And so I'm very excited to see where the future of my Twitch channel goes, and I'm not ready to let it all come to a crashing and burning end at the end of a straightaway in sixth gear. That is not something I want to happen. So I'm going to be very careful with this motorcycling. I'm going to treat this like a real track day. We're just going around in second gear. We're going around in second gear, we're going around in third gear, fourth gear, maybe fifth gear on these long straights, but I'm not going to push my luck. But at the same time, I want to get better, so I'm not going to go too slow. Sixth gear, 175, 185, 180. Alright. Oh, fuck. Alright. I just need to find my breaking point and make sure to pay attention to that. I do not pay too much attention to breaking points at all when I'm riding. I prefer these long courses, like the Nürburgring, like the Isle of Man. I prefer the long ones where you can't really learn all the corners. You can learn a number of them, but you have to rely much more on your line of sight. You have to rely much more on general motorcycling skills than a braking point or a turn-in point or something. But I think I think learning more about breaking points and turn-in points will do me a lot of good, so I shouldn't neglect it. Neglect those aspects of racing. It would definitely stop me from braking too early, as I often do. Far too early, I mean. There's a beautiful set of corners right there. Yeah, I like sixth gear too much to not do it, it seems like. So there I broke a little bit before the 200 mark, and I definitely had room to spare, so I'll try at the 200 mark in fifth gear next time. And let's keep remembering to look far ahead. Far ahead. Ah, yes, like that. So far ahead I have to look up. Oh, is that cement? Is this cement? Or is this gravel? That's cement. Interesting. Looking ahead. Crazy. Oh, that was nice. I can brake much later there. Whoa. Wow. That was close. Felt some little vibrations there from the tires. I want to see if my vibration's on 100%. Hold on. Let's see. 100%. Cool. Okay. I'm going too fast though. I just gotta cool it. We're just doing not even warmed up yet. Not even 45 minutes in the stream. Just changing something real quick. Okay. .200 is too early for fifth gear. Looking far ahead, too far ahead. Is that too far ahead? I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. I've got to get used to that look up thing. I've got look up this assigned to my right bumper, and I'm not used to using it yet. So I'm just gonna go 30 or 40% until I am used to using it. Yeah. I'd use it. I don't know when to use it. Sort of after I've leaned in, maybe. There, yeah, something like that. That, you know. That. Hmm. I don't know why. When you look left and right, it should take your rider's lean angle into consideration. So if you're leaned all the way over, it just doesn't look straight into the ground. Do you know what I mean? If they did that, looking up and down would really be useless, and you wouldn't need a control for it. Would make everything a little bit easier, let's say. That's unnecessary. Wow. That's kind of weird. Weird to manage. I wonder if it'd be worthwhile looking up in every single corner, just in case I need to, and then I don't really need to think about it. And just sort of get used to looking up. That wouldn't be great for streaming, though, or for a viewing experience. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking some bullshit. See, Race Ward, if you are watching this, I would love to have some AI racing around me at the same speed right here. I would love a practice mode where you have AI racing at like 5% difficulty or something. Just something to have for traffic, for learning to navigate overtakes and stuff like that. I know no one else plays like me, but they might if you had the option. I would find it very fun, if that's enough. So fast. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. That was just before the 200-meter mark, so keep that in mind. 200 meters if I'm in sixth gear. And you want to be very careful with that front brake. Make sure you're not using too much of it or too little. Man, I don't know if right bumper's the right control for that, because at the same time I'm using right trigger for front brake, and it's just a lot to sort of think about with that right index finger. Right now I've got that. Where else could I put it? I don't want to put it, well, I don't want to put it on my left bumper because that's clutch, and it'd just be the same problem because I'm using rear brake around corners on my left trigger. I think my right paddle that I would be pressing with my right middle finger. I think, wow, that wears a lot. I think that would be the best. Let's quickly check this. So what would this go to? Would this be right bumper? That could mess me up in the middle of a turn or something. Let's take a look at my settings. Look front, rear. Let's just try this. Assign input. Now, do I have to assign this to something? Let's see. Yes. Yes, I do. I think that's going to be best. Okay, so look up is now right paddle, right middle finger. Let's give it a try. That does feel a little better. I must say, it does feel a little bit better. It takes a lot of the brain power out of my right index finger. There is a weird thing with the squeezing, though. The fact that I have to squeeze my hand there, I don't know. Excuse me. What's the back button do? Let's respawn. Can I reassign that? Let's see. Respawn. I can. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do this. And that. Yes. So now, if I accident, oh, that was close. Almost did a burnout and had the bike rocket out from under me. Gotta be careful about that. But yeah, now if I'm in the middle of a corner and my right index finger just slips off the front brake up to the bumper, and it just does a little respawn thing, and it's meaningless, right? If I want to look up, I squeeze my right hand a little bit, get that paddle, and if I want to look at the in-ride evaluation, it's the back button. Perfect. Oh, what's going on with my front brake pads? 69. Damn, dude. I wonder how expensive those are in game. Because I did spend a lot of money. I spent a lot of money um, on my rear brake specifically. Getting a better rear brake. It's worth it, but we'll see how well I can earn money while racing in these games. Once I start doing that. Yeah, that is weird sensation. Ooh, that's gonna take some getting used to. If I'm looking up, that takes so much of the bike out of frame. It's a lot more difficult to see where the bike is actually pointing in the middle of a corner. And that's probably a good thing to get my focus off of the bike and onto where the bike is actually going. But I don't know, I feel like I probably get too much information from looking at that at the moment. We'll see how it goes. Just be careful, go a little slower. Be a bit more deliberate. That's weird. I have a feeling that's going to be immensely helpful, though, once I master that ability to look up in the middle of the corner. Like that. It's weird, though, because right now my right hand is controlling my steering and my throttle, both on the right thumbstick, my front brake on the right trigger, and that looking up with my right middle finger. That's a lot it has to think about. But, you know, my left hand has to think about gear changing, it has to think about tucking and untucking, it has to think about looking, and it has to think about my rear brake. So there's just a lot you gotta build into your hands. It's kind of crazy how good I've gotten at these games. I wonder how much it's gonna translate into the real world once I eventually get there. I won't have to think about looking quite as much, but looking with my fingers. Man, I'm really getting vibration feedback like I never have before. I'm leaning very deep in these corners. It's really, really interesting how much looking saves you, though. Like in those corners where I lose my line of sight underneath the camera, the top of the camera, just looking up seems like it puts me on a better track. It's so interesting. Like that. Man. It's just like instant vibration in the right trigger right there. Almost losing the front. Fucking hell, I'm not doing that again. 5th gear, no higher. Not good enough for 6th yet. You see right there, right when I went over that hill, my rear wheel sort of like jumped to the side a little bit. If I was going any faster, I would have been down. That would have been a severe crash. I'd have to take like a 2-week break at the least, maybe a month. Fuck, that is too fast, man. Too fast for my skill level. Whew. No front brake. No 6th gear. I have to see when it's best to release that lookup button too. So I don't want to release it too early and then lose my vision. And I also want to have a good idea of my line before I look up, because it's sort of looking back down quickly like that sort of distracts me a little bit. So I have to do it carefully. I just wish they made this game for VR, man. That would make it so much easier. I'm gonna get a new PC and I'm gonna get some VR for GP bikes at some point. I think it's taken me a while to get a new PC because, you know, if I fuck up and crash, then that's it. I don't need a new PC. But if I make it a while, if I make it like 150 days or something like that, then I might have a little more reason to buy a better PC. Might be a little bit more justified to spend some money on Twitch and streaming. Some of this might be my tires too. They're starting to wear out a little bit. The character of the bike is changing slightly as they wear out. Same with the front discs, the front brake pads. As I use them more, it'll be less effective. Definitely have to take that into consideration. Yeah, that was a good time to release it. Whew. Wasn't looking ahead there, I was looking straight at the middle of the corner. And the middle of the corner is exactly where I ended up. that look up function could actually serve my looking ability too, because it gets my eyes up a little bit more than they would be otherwise. Let's keep it in 5th gear, please, and thank you. Keeping it in 5th gear. No higher. No higher. Not going to 185 miles an hour. We're keeping it at 165. And I can brake later on that corner. It's too early there. Man, it's tough to look up and think about using the front brake at the same time. Because when I am leaned over so far and actually need to look up, I can only just like touch the front brake. You know, you can't use much of it at all before the bike just slips out under you. So it's hard to think about. Just touching that front brake when you've got your middle finger occupied. Fifth gear. That was distracting. Man, oh man, that's tough to think about. Hold on, I want to make sure I didn't knock that into the middle of the road. Did I? No, I didn't. That's off to the side. That was dangerous. But turns out the rumble strips are a little more grippy than I previously expected, so that's nice to know. That was unnecessary. Whoa. Keep it in 5th, keep it at 150. Let's take a nice little break down this straight. Wow. That's a corner. Over time, over the next few streams, I'm sure my finger will get a little bit more used to looking up like that, so I shouldn't expect too much from it this stream. I think I'm gonna pit after this one. And it's an hour and 10 minutes into the stream, so I'll do my workout, and then I'll come back and do another hour probably. And then right after, I'm gonna do that Starfield stream and do some research. I'm gonna continue reading A Letter Concerning Toleration by John Locke. I got about 15 minutes into it last stream, and I read some interesting stuff on the Spanish Inquisition. I'm just gonna continue down those threads this stream. Wow, there's a lot of vibration there. I gotta be more careful. Yeah, I can brake later there. Here's this cool corner. Let's keep my view up. I wonder if having your view up affects the physics of the motorcycle at all. Like if it oh, I can actually see that, I think. Let's see. Does the rider's position change at all? No, it doesn't. His head does not move. Does that necessarily mean that it doesn't affect the physics? No. But it might. It might. Look up. Ooh, careful. We're just testing out the limits of lane here, I think. If I low side on a corner like that, I'm just gonna end the stream though. That's not gonna be too detrimental in real life. Man, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about with that middle finger. You hear that? My peg just scraped there a little bit. That was the limit of lean. I must be very, very careful. It almost looks like I can get a slightly higher position on the bike too when I look like that. Like I can get a better vantage point over hills and stuff like that. I'm not totally sure, but oof. Wow, like that, yeah. I hit the peg, hit the foot peg. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's landing deep. Oh, I forgot to pit. I'm gonna pit next lap. Looking at the middle of the corner there, not looking through it. Oh, oh. This is gonna take a while to get used to, man. Nah, I don't want to be in sixth gear. That's a little better. Definitely better on this corner. Ooh, not enough for our front brake. Ooh, and we're pitting. Yeah, we're pitting. Let's check the condition of our tires. Show info, nothing. Tuning. Change tires. Yeah, and we got a spare, so we can do that. We can do this. Alright, I'm going to do a little workout. I'll be gone for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. And I will put a nice chapter into YouTube so that you guys can skip forward ahead a little bit. Alright, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Back after a workout. I'm just gonna chill here for a couple minutes while I recatch my breath. Set things up again. Like I was saying a couple streams ago, I'm starting to do, I want to get good at calisthenics. I might go to a gym in the future, but right now I'd rather just work out in the comfort of my own home. And I don't have any weights or anything, so I want to get good at calisthenics. And I was just starting to do a couple of the more complicated ones that were on this this like calisthenics for beginners video that I was watching. And the workouts that I did today were the frog stand, which I managed to get my balance for like a second once. The frog stand is where you your hands are on the ground and your elbows are kind of cinched into your knees, and you balance, your feet are off the ground and you balance sort of in a very squatted position over your hands. And I'm a little bit too weak to do that, and also uncoordinated, but I was able to get it for like a second. That was cool. I got it, and then I fell over sideways. I did some lunges, and those were fine, though I do need a little bit better balance to do those consistently. And I did somewhat of a butterfly hold, which is where you're in a push-up position, and then you put your right hand out and your left foot out, and then you balance like that for a few seconds, and then let it back down and do your left hand and your right foot. And likewise, I was not able to do that very well because I'm not strong nor balanced, but I was able to get it for a little bit. So the name of the game is improvement. Start somewhere, and eventually I'll build the muscles required for them. Okay, let's get back on the road. And I'll go for a while, I don't know how long. And then I'm gonna end the stream and start a Starfield stream and start doing some research. I put some new tires on, so I'll scrub those in. And this bike definitely feels much better with them. Remember that my middle finger is look up and no longer the right bumper. Still have to get used to it. fifth gear. Wow, that's a cool corner. That is a really cool corner. Ooh, scraping the peg, scraping the foot peg. I wonder if you can buy shorter foot pegs. So catch my breath a little bit. Late turning. Remember the late turning. Late turning is essential. Late turning is essential for late apex. Not going into sixth gear, staying in fifth. And we'll brake slightly after the 200 mark. Perfect. Cool corner coming up. Let's look up. Late turning, late turning, late turning, late apex. Yes, 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 that was cool. That's a cool corner. Yes. Late turning, late apex. Nice. Get that front brake a little bit. Too little, too late. Man, that's... motorcycles are the coolest fucking things. Coolest fucking things, I tell you. I tell you. Rear brake. It's a bit of an early turn-in for an early apex, but no matter. No matter. Keep it in fifth. Excuse me. turning. Yes. Late turning. That was sloppy. Slapping. We're getting a bit better at this track. We're starting to learn it. Full use of that front brake. I bet you, I can actually check. My front pads are in the red. 39. I'm gonna keep a close eye on those, and if they start to get bad enough, I'll end the stream, I think. Don't race my ghost. Don't race my ghost. I'm racing my ghost. Focus on looking. Focus on the late turning. Focus on looking. Jeez, I am racing my ghost. You know, I should turn my ghost on permanently. That'd be a good practice. I'm actually gonna do that. Settings, general, video, HUD. Player ghost on. Yeah, that'd be good practice. Don't race him, but just keep him in front of you. Practice being behind another racer. Wow. Whoa. Hey, beat you. That wasn't a valid lap, though. Does that count as lap limits? I'm sure it does. Oof. A little bit too hot. A little bit too hot. Let's look up when I need to look up. How about that? Right there. Perfect. Like that. Yes. That's how you do it. A little bit too wide. A little bit too wide. But the right idea. Oof. Careful on this one. Careful. Ay, 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 ay. That was nice. We'll bump it up into 6th. We'll be careful up here at this braking zone. And this is 6th gear. My gosh, that's fast. I'm gonna start braking early. And remember, my front brake pads are very worn out, so I should be careful on that too. Don't look up until you have to up here. Keep looking down, look down, look down, look down, look up. Make it through the corner. Look down. Oh, beautiful. Look up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Careful. Not too late. Tight turn. Oh, that was a lovely lap. That was a lovely lap. I think that was my ghost. Could be wrong. I think it was. See if we can get a second one in a row. Look up. Look up. That's not necessary there. Remember my worn front brake pads. Don't be too aggressive up here. Light on the brakes, light on the brakes, not too light though. Don't want to go flying. Nice corner. Nice corner. Look up. Ooh, look at that. Look up. And this is an interesting corner up here too, because you're on the front brakes here while your bike's still leaned over, but it works. First gear, late turning, late apex. Not really. That was a better lap. Don't focus on the rider, focus on the corner. Don't focus on the fact that I'm going slower. That does not matter in the least. I do not care. Just focus on the road. Let's try not to crash into him. Put a little bit of realism in here. Ooh. Careful, 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 careful. Nice. Make the pass. Ooh, that was sketch. That was very sketch. Remember my worn brake pads. Be careful on the brake up here. I'll actually start doing some. You want to be light. I don't want to risk it. I don't know how worn brake pads operate. We'll be light on our braking in general. Look up. Oh, too soon. Too soon. Look up. Wow. On the brakes. Go. Ready for this tight hairpin. Nice. Very nice. Don't focus on the rider, focus on the road. Ooh, be careful. That was nice. Out, broken. Ooh, I can feel the wear on those pads. My gosh, let me see what those are at now. Let's see. 20. Man. Tires at 60. Let's keep going. Not going to be setting any records from here on out, I don't think. Not going to be setting any new ghosts. That's just falling behind him. Beautiful set of corners, man. These are so fun. Onto the front brake. Late turning. Ooh. Not late enough. Not late enough. Yeah, those front brake pads are feeling flimsy. Let's just fall in behind that ghost. Wide on that one. Very nicely wide. Late apex. Onto the straight. And be careful with the breaking up here. Start right there. There's spongy. There's spongy brakes. Mind your vision. Mind your vision. Hey, there's my ghost. Oh, mind the vision. It's falling. Falling behind. Don't fixate on the ghost, fixate on the road. Woo! Nice. Alright, this is my last lap. I'm just going to do a cooldown lap, and then I'm going to go into the pits, because my brakes are gone. They are just gone. There are no brakes. My motorcycle has no brakes. Ooh. I probably could have made that. That was over-exaggerating. That was being melodramatic. We're just cooling down, though. We're cooling down. No need to keep up with the ghost. No need to keep up with the ghost. Just cooling down. Kind of want to see what all these other little offshoots are that they can do. I think that one comes from back there. Oh. Yes, I think it does. Where's this one go? I think these are just shorter versions of the track, I would guess. Yeah, probably. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see where this one goes. Interesting. This one goes over here. Lots of different variations that you can do with it. That was an amazing little practice session. My gosh, that was fun. I love this course. I love the long straightaway on the back. I love this series of corners after the straightaway is so beautiful. Oh, I forgot to pit. I'll do another cooldown that. I'm not a giant fan of everything from here until that big long straight in the back, but it's not bad. You know, it doesn't ruin the course. But I did get a little bit better at looking up in the middle of corners with my right middle finger on the paddle. I got a little bit better at making sure my turn-ins were late, my apexes were late. And I did notice myself getting better at spotting my lines. I think just as a consequence of learning how to do that right there. All in all, very good session. I had a couple close fucking calls with that straightaway. I need to be a little more careful about my speed. Or I need to get better at my braking, or both. All in all, a good session though. Well, my eye really, really itches right now, and I really want to scratch it, but I'm not going to. Not gonna let that distract me. We have got almost no front brake. Well, no, I'll scratch my eye. Oh yes, oh yes. Yep, yep, yep. That was better. Oh, that's much better. This is a challenging curve right there. That's challenging. That needs some more practice sessions before I'm better at it. And I forgot to fucking pit once again. I forgot to pit again. I was scratching my eye. Wasn't thinking about pitting. One more cooldown lap won't hurt anyone, as long as I'm careful. Not like that. Spotty line, spotty line. Late turn-in, late apex. Very late turn-in, very late apex. Apex number 1 and apex number 2. Man, that front brake is almost not even there. Alright, remember pit lane, pit lane. Don't forget it this time around. Wow. Pit lane. There it is. Right before I go, though, I do want to check some things. My rear brake pad, I've been using that the whole time, pretty heavily too. Crazy how that is so much more durable than this. Hmm. Now, I remember right after I finished that first little pseudo race thing, the game gave me those Brembo calipers, but I don't think it had me upgrade the brake pad. And these rear brake pads are upgraded Brembos. So I wonder if I were to buy Brembo brake pads, if they would last much, much longer, or if it's just a matter of learning how to use the front brakes a little better, a little more with maintenance in mind. I don't know. Let's finish up. Whew. 214. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. Either way. What a session, man. That was a good session. That was fun. That was fun as hell. Before I go, I'm gonna check out those Brembo brake pads. See how much they cost. I've got $2,000. Calipers, those are upgraded. Let's do the shop. Calipers. Pad. Front pad. Brenta. Are these upgraded? Did I buy upgraded pads? Inventory. I feel like these are upgraded. I feel like I bought these. I mean, the regular ones would be Kawasaki, right? Technologies used for the manufacture of these pads provides exceptional stability and performance. The special compound used offers a high friction coefficient. Compound semi-centered compatibility category D. D. Things are more or less compatible. Brake force 660 newtons. Let's go over to the shop. Compatible. Akosato. Is anything more than D in compatibility? No. Oh. Oh, the compatibility category just refers to the bike. So My compatibility category for the Kawasaki is D, I'm assuming. And then this would probably be for a different bike. Cost. Too compatible. Brake pads aren't that expensive. Mine are 300. Mine are the cheap, some of the cheapest though. Might be worth investing a little bit into a more expensive one for one that lasts longer. Exceptional durability. Yes. Yes. Suitable mileage, long life. Low wear with guarantees of long life and suitable mileage. Sintered compound. Characterized by excellent efficiency in all conditions of use. That might be worth it. I'm not going to buy anything yet, though. I'll take note of that. I'll take note of it that my front brake pads wear out very easily, and then once I start racing, I'll keep that in mind as something that I'm probably going to want to buy. The EV2 compound has been constructed to offer maximum performance in the most extreme conditions. It has an excellent grip and an extreme reactivity. The ZXC are designed for racing use only. They are manufactured to withstand medium-high temperatures and to offer an excellent coefficient of friction. I think those are the ones that I had, the Kawasaki's. These stock, sintered brake pads are ideal for all race condition sessions. They provide excellent braking performance and stability with exceptional durability. Maybe I should not have gotten rid of them. Although I don't know if I was just given them along with that upgraded caliper. This compound was designed specifically for racing to provide maximum performance, ensure consistent braking for the entire race, and make the system less prone to fade. Consistent braking for the entire race. That's cool. For race use, perfect for superbike, superstock, supersport, and supermoto races. R01 innovated sintered racing titanium technology. This game is crazy. This game is fucking crazy. How do we do all this, man? This game is crazy. Alright, so what are these things at the bottom here? The one on the left is weight. What's that explanation point? Exclamation point. Exclamation. I don't know what the rider leaned over is. The thing is probably speed. Gas. I don't know. Alright, enough of that. I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to start a Starfield stream, and I'm going to read some John Locke. And that's going to be my night. Okay. All done here. We are all done here. Alright, thank you for watching, anyone who watched. If you're seeing this on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, throw me a thanks if you really want to. That would be awesome. I'm going to start a Patreon sometime soon, so if you want to support me, support my projects, that'd be a great way too. You can also do so through the thanks on YouTube, or if you want to subscribe to me on Twitch, that would also be awesome. Alright. Farewell, friends.